everyone, welcome back to another episode. This is To Be Frank. Join me for another episode of the Ibiza save. Obviously, off the back of this horrible drubbing you see above my head up in the top right corner there, 6-0 loss away to Granada. Yeah, that was crap, to say the least. Yeah, I mean, you look, sometimes these things happen, you have to try and move on. Move on we did. We definitely did move on. I will show you through some of the highlights since we last left you. Bit of a mixed bag, a couple of wins, a draw and a loss in there. So ending the season in relatively good shape, I guess. I mean, we're coming into the crunch time now. The most important thing would obviously be the league table, which you see here. 1 second, there we go, a bit of a bigger size for you. You can see we're in 8th. We are literally, I believe, let me just do the math. We are 3 points off and we actually have a game in hand. So a win today would see us move into 6th, obviously, depending on, oh no, it definitely wouldn't. If we need a 14-goal swing, but we're at least on the same point. So the point still stands. It gives us a good footstep to try and get into that top 6, which is a dream. Look, we never thought we'd be here, but we might as well go for it. If we're near there, we can surely do it. We are playing Getafe today, I believe. Yes, who are bottom of the table, rock bottom. They do have 2 wins in their last 5, so by no means they're dead and buried. But you'd expect us to pick up a few points. Before we go into that game, however, I'd very much like to show you a couple of the goals, because Torben Rhein deserves a particular shout out. I'm going to see, I'll probably sped up because I was playing the games quickly in between episodes and so on. So just let me adjust the speed and then I will show you. But he has scored some unbelievable goals since we were last with you. Sadly, not on camera, but I have to show them. There is basically a first-time volley from outside the box, which just flew in against Alaves away. And I think he saved his best to last for this one as well. Let's have a little look. See if he pulls the ball forward. Torben Rhein. I don't know, actually, but oh, yeah, look at that. A dipping effort on his other foot. A bow-footed player, which I've drawn attention to a few times. Scores a great goal with both feet there, but that one was like a looping, dipping shot. Hit the underside of the crossbar, put us well on our way. He had a great game, and a 9.3 in that Mazada role. Zaragoza was next. I don't know if he scored. I mean, I must check. I'm trying to remember, but the goals he was scoring in between episodes was just unbelievable. So I'm just going to check if this was another unbelievable goal. I believe it was pretty good, but we'll show the goals anyway. Leif Davis could. Oh yes, it definitely was. Look at that again. Everything he was hitting was going in. Very rare we've had a performance like this, and Cherky's goal was not worth skipping as well. We show this as well. We just seemed a bit more confident in these games. We just played better. They had a man sent off late on as well, I believe. That didn't really affect the game. He was already 3-0 up and cruising by the time this happened. Wilfred with a lovely little header flick on there, making it 3-0. The game was dead and buried by half time in all sense. Had a really late equaliser from Atletico Madrid at home, but a very valuable point nonetheless. And lost to Bilbao at home. But I believe we did pretty well stats-wise. It was an even game. Probably could have been a draw, but they more or less edged us on the possession and the XG, so they probably deserve to win in reality. However, decent. I mean, the board is absolutely flying. I think I'm still on an A+. They're loving me. We've got improved youth facilities going through as well. Obviously, that new stadium is still being built, which will be done next year. More or less in I think July. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, is that July? Yeah, it is. Next year. Other than that, I mean, we're really just chugging along here. We don't know our budget as of yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to sign people or not. But as we get closer to the end of the season, we're going to find this out, aren't we? So it's lots of interesting things. Obviously, I don't want to go too crazy with free transfers. I don't know what my wage budget is going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be higher, but you never really know in things like this, do you? So anyway, no messing around. Let's just get straight into the Getafe game. I'm just going to have a little think over the team and then I'll be back with you. Here we are, the team we've gone for. Cherky, Noto, Herrera, Harain, Oriana, Naquali, Davis, Javi Sanchez, Galvez, Seafood, Bellman. It is the typical team we play. Don't want to change too much for this end of the season. Obviously, we're coming into the crunch time now, so we want to try and pick up as many points as possible and try and get to that 6th place position. Whether it will be possible, I don't know, but we'll find out, eh? So let's get into the game. Bottom of the table, I will say we're playing, so you'd expect to win, but we've been very patchy towards the end of the season, so I'm going to be happy with whatever we can put together, honestly. Let me just reduce the speed down, make sure we're not going to miss anything silly. It's like the first highlight for them. So, yeah. Jenny, that's that Jekadam player. I really like him. I think he's a cracking player, unless it's that's not the one I'm thinking about, but I believe it is. Bellman looking very confident with the ball there, just running in the box a bit. Torben Ryan. So Oriana. Very patient build up here. Farley, Oriana, Herrera, dipping deep. Oh, they've missed the ball. Leif Davis has not, though. He's got the ball. Will he get the ball in? No. Torben Ryan. Oh, he does the. Oh, that's interesting. He kind of chipped the ball into the box rather than putting any speed on it. Interesting, but nearly worked off. But Wilfred just headed slightly wide. Nearly caught the keeper off guard there, I felt, with a bit of like a clever finish, more so than any power. As we saw, he didn't have any power on it. Jerky. Oh, I don't know if I actually told you guys. Torben Ryan, 1-on-1. Oh, he probably should be scoring now. That's a sitter. What is that on the... Oh, our XG just jumped up by a fair whack as well. They're expecting him to score from there. I would as well, because he's got 3 goals in his last couple of games. And they were all absolutely world beaters. And, you know it's like a football manager. He can score a goal like that, but 1-on-1 is like trigonometry to him. No chance. I probably quite actually made myself sound stupid. I have no idea what trigonometry is. It's something I hear in movies and TV. I generally don't know. I am no mathematician. I was very bad at maths. I got a C. Like I was average at best. And I worked hard for that C. I failed a few times. I will apologise for any gapping upload as well. Probably my largest gapping upload since I've actually started coming back. I just I didn't want to force myself to record. I got to the point where I felt like I needed a break just to recharge the batteries and be able to speak again. Just generally just felt a bit down as well. Nothing shame in saying that. I just felt a bit, naff about things. However, everything in my personal life is going great. I just felt a little bit off. So I don't want to force myself to make videos and not make it. No, I'm just feeling down. Herrera was just missing a sit-up. He was offside. But you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't want to force myself to talk. And if I didn't have to, like, I don't want to make a video negatively. I felt my last video was pretty, just not poor, but just going through the motions. And I don't want it to be that. I want to have fun. I want to, hopefully you guys enjoy this too. But anyway, let me know how you've been. How's everyone's day going? Very simple as that. If you got to this far in the video, just let me know. How's your day going? Be happy to speak to you. There's always my videos are Maximovic put back that they won them up. Bottom of the league, getting a couple. It looks like they'll probably pick up some points against us. But yeah, as I was saying, honestly, if you want to just pop in the comments how you're doing today, I'm happy to speak to anyone. I feel like my video should always be a safe space for people who are feeling pretty down in the dumps. If you want to speak, look, just the comment section's there, or you can. I don't know if you can even message on YouTube anymore. I don't know. I've got a Twitter, which I link. I'm always happy to accept a DM from anyone. But yeah, I'm here. Not that I'm the best person to speak to, but I think it's important, especially in male culture, to men. We don't speak about things like this very enough. Can't speak today. Sorry, I'm tired. I've had a long old day from work. We don't speak about things like this enough. And yeah, there's a stigma around male mental health, which is just, appalling sometimes, where we just shut off. But I think that's men as a culture. Like, I'm guilty of that too. Talking off, this has been a very depressing game. They're 2-0 up now. 11 goals this season from Emozil now. 11 goals for a bottom of the table team is not a bad return at all. Definitely one to think about. But we've really not been in this game. Got no shots on target. We just look very, very flat. I'm going to just bump it up to attacking, and hopefully we can try and pick up a point. The game's probably gone from us now, but we just looked really flat. Oh, is that a goal? Or probably. I didn't think that would be offside. Why would that be offside? I thought he was next to the player and there was a player ahead of him. Surely that's on. Okay, I know nothing. Honestly, every decision I get wrong. I'm sure he just... What? He looks on to me. I know it's a bad angle, but he looks on. I don't get that at all. Good interception from Madsen. Herrera over the top. Can he score this one? No, saved again. We've had a couple of chances, but we just haven't looked certain in front of goal at any shot, have we, honestly? I feel like this is dwindling this season to an end, which is sad because I can't feel disappointed regardless where we finish. We've beat our expectation of just trying to get avoided and be relegated, and we're up there with a team like Madrid, Atletico. That is not Real. Give it a few more years, I promise I'll be up there with Real. But this is a very solid foundations to build on. I don't want to feel disappointed because we shouldn't be. We should be proud. We should hold our heads up high. But losing against bottom of the league, I feel like a dick. Like you, you can't be happy. It doesn't matter where you are. I don't care if you're 19 when you lose the bottom of the league. You think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Galvez, Sanchez. Played better in the second half. Changes seem to help a bit, but plenty of highlights. No clear cut chances that I've seen that we should be thinking, oh, that should be a goal. That should be a goal. We'll bump it up to very attacking, but yeah, I don't think it'll change too much now. Well, we've got one back. Well, let's try then. Look, we've made all 3 subs. I'll just put it on very attacking and inshallah. We'll see what happens. Is that God willing? I don't want to offend people. I don't know. Is it mashallah or inshallah? I don't know. Someone, please. Someone. Oh, game's just over anyway. Who cares? Torben picked up man of the match apparently, which is lovely. Could have scored the 1-1 though, could he? Yeah, I'm far from pleased with that. I definitely am. We should have won that game. Like on paper, we should be winning that game. Celta Vigo up next though. Another difficult task for us. I don't want us to limp into the end of the season. But look, regardless whatever happens, I think we're still probably. I don't want to squeeze another episode out of this season. If I have to, I've got no problem just moving on to the next one. It doesn't bother me too much. Do you know what? We'll play the Celta Vigo game. We'll record that. Depending on result, we'll look at the table. If it's not realistic for us to get top 6, why? Let's not keep playing. We're going to be in the. We're going to be between. We're on 55 points, aren't we? Look over here. We're not going to fall down to 11th, really, are we? Well, we can't get relegated for a start, so who cares, really? But we're going to be mid-table-ish. There's no point in me playing games. We can't go any higher. As long as we're within 3 points of top 6, we'll keep showing some games. So, move on to Celta Vigo. I'll join you back in a sec. Right, we're back. The vengeance. Literally just quick this. Kojak, after a goal from his last game, I think that's probably about right. He says Bashiri coming into Sifu. Sifu's decline over the second half of the season has been probably saying to behold. Went from probably one of the most productive right backs in the league to I'm an old man, help me, I can't move. Which is just insane. Talking of like second half fell off, not really fell off, that's a harsh word. 24 goals in his first campaign for Wilfred's great. But I think he scored 16 in about 10, 12. I know that's insane and what a return that was, but well, we could have used them more spread out. You see what I mean? Like more spread out, I would have been happy with that. But yeah, no, not to be. He got a couple. Sorry, there was something saying going on. Your ears were twinging. Someone was shouting outside. Look, at the end of the day, look, I keep saying it, I'm banging the drum, we should be happy regardless of what happens this season. We might even wrap this up. I think next episode will be our end of season special. Probably play a couple of games and then, play a couple of games. Depending where we are, might be able to get that proper push and confirm our place in, I would say Europe, but that doesn't look likely at the moment. We're just running into a bit of a dead patch in our season in the wrong time, sadly. But I'm not, again, buzzing with everything. The season's been a dream. We should be happy. But yeah, we'll call that next episode will be our end of season special. Might be a bit of a longer one for you. Anyone who likes to watch it a bit longer, everyone rejoice. Oh, Wilfred's through on goal. He's past the keeper. Oh, great block from Sorensen though. That's a bit better. Boys. Well done. Nearly a goal. Lee Davis with a throw in there. Oriana. Back to Javi Sanchez. Back to Oriana. Oh, plays the ball, but that's easily intercepted by Pepe. Jordi Mbula, I like him. Galvez with a great tackle. But they're first to it. Pepe. Servi. Back to always give the ball away. This is a give the ball away masterclass from both teams. Rocky Bashiri, Oriana. Wilfred. Plays the ball. Christian Herrera. Oh, he shot first time and hit the crossbar. Do you know what? I think his legs... I think he just thought my legs can't take me. So maybe I can just kick it as hard as possible. I think he just basically gave that up. Then he's like, I'm not going to make it. Let's just shoot. One of those type of players. Bring on Lozano. He doesn't get marked. No, we can't. There's no point. Pereira and Lozano. That's just fretting up the freshen up the midfield. We really don't have many options. Our bench is majority loan players, which is insane. Surly over it. Sorensen, and 1-0 up at the end of the game. Well, not the end of the game, near the end of the game. Come on, boys. Put them in courage. We can do this. Not a corner though for them. God, Gabri fake. How on earth has he not scored that from 2 yards out? The keeper was misplaced as well, but he couldn't direct it into the empty net. Yeah, let's bring Redan on. I agree. Always kill Wilfred. Always kill. No, don't do that. Always keep Wilfred on for me. Just got that bit of pace. You never know in the last couple of minutes. He's still quick. He's always been quick, but he's got that bit of something in the last few minutes where he can change a game. Redan, Pereira, Lozano. Back to Roberto Pereira. Redan. Over the top. Rocky Bashiri, lots of space to play with here. What can he do? Can he get the ball in low? Can't. Torben Ryan. Rocky. Ryan. Lozano into the box. Oh, just not really what I think he was trying to do there. I was hoping a deflection would come off or with a shot or maybe just drilled low, but no, not to be. It's not a bad point. It's not a bad point at all. Away at Celta Vigo, we're definitely establishing ourselves as not a top La Liga club, but a top half La Liga club. That's a good result for anyone to grow and get. Like even if you was probably playing as someone like an Atleti, you'd be all right with that. Celta Vigo by no mugs by any means. Obviously, I don't know about them too much in this save a couple of years in. Obviously, we were lingering in the second division for 2 years. But either way, it's not a bad result at all. And do you know what? We might as well just chuck another game in here because at the end of the day, we're probably not going to get top 6 now. So let's put in the Villarreal game, and then next episode will be 3 games. Then we'll recap our season. So it'll be a nice package for you. You join me back for the Villarreal game. We're going to pop through this. A couple of changes from the team. We brought in Sifu back in, and also the Quali back in to regain his spot after more or less just fitness dropping out for the last last game. Sorry, beg pardon. But yeah, we're into it. Villarreal, big team, 4th I think in this league so far. Third even. Sorry, so having a good season. Obviously, Barca winning the league. It looks like obviously with a couple of games to go, I don't think Madrid can catch them. But we can do well against what's their name? Rocky Blancos is Madrid. What is their name? I know it's the Yellow Submarines, but I should know that. I'm all right at Spanish too. Can't remember. Can't remember yellow at the moment, honestly. I've got a blank. Wilfred through on goal. Can he score? He does. That is a bit better. Herrera with that lovely ball. He's found him so many times. He's probably, I said this last year, it's probably Herrera's last season starting. Obviously, there's not much value in trying to move him on. But I think is that ball an accident? I'm not going to big him up too much. But either way, it found his man. Probably his last season playing with us. I said this last year, and I've proven to be wrong. I thought Marquez would keep his place, but turns out for this division, Herrera was the man we needed to knock the ball down to little Wilfred. It was the big man, small man combination, more or less. And it's worked very well in our first season. Not many people have been able to cope with it. Hopefully Wilfred will be with us next year. This is all depending to our budget, and I have no idea what our budget will be. I'm nervous, genuinely, what it will be. I should definitely point this out, just in case I haven't done it. I don't actually remember. I do try to rewatch my videos. I'm just going to take a minute. How do I get to you very quickly without just ruining it? Here we go. Ryan Jerky, I said I think in an episode a couple back, I can't get him to agree to stay on loan. I have managed to do that, and he's definitely here until 2025. However, the way I managed to, I don't know if this is abusing the loan system or they just don't. I don't understand how it's worked. Either way, look, we're paying 25 grand a month. Yes, we're paying more of his wages, and it's a lot of wages for us. However, we have an optional fee of 51 million. I'm obviously not going to trigger it. I don't have 51 million. I don't think we'll have 50 million in our next budget. I don't think we'll have 50 million in our next 3 budgets. Combined, we will, not in per one singularly. But with that and can be recalled, they allowed me to keep it for another year. So why would I not? He's been here for like 4 years on loan. He has developed unbelievably. And we're not going to be able to buy him, are we? Yet, anyway. My rough plan would be enjoy the next year with him. He could get recalled at any time. I don't think we had that in our last loan or our last couple of loans, so that's obviously a risk. But in my experience on FM, if they're playing and playing well, they're not going to recall them anyway. It's just as long as the player's happy. I don't have to play him in a certain position, so I've got some wiggle room to play him where I want. And I think he loves the club at this point, and I think he definitely loves me. So we look at our information. Where is it? Favourite club, Ibiza. Favourite personnel, me, or Fernando Jaramillo as my fictional manager, which is me. Basically, Frank, close enough. Just Fernando, I could do Francisco, probably a bit closer. But either way, he likes the club. He's become a wonder kid as he's like a little media tag now. Just to highlight, we've managed to get him for another season. It's a massive thing for us because we can't sign a player of that quality. We probably won't be able to sign a player of that quality for a little while. Obviously, this will be our second year in the Liga because we're not going down now, which is great news. But I can't not do that. As long as they allow me to keep him on loan, I'm going to keep doing it because, come on, it's Ryan Cherky, the player we've made him into. I believe we need the credit for that. I want to sign him one day. That's the thing. Like I was happy just to let him go back to Lyon and then whatever. He'll play. As soon as he goes out to Lyon, I am sure he'll play for them. He's developed into an amazing player. Bow-footed. His stats have gone mental because we give him 100 games. He's got 100 games under his belt. He's developed unbelievable. And he's still a young player. That's the thing. What's scary. He can get a lot better. I think we've pushed him to the top of his potential ability, which he loaded in with. Obviously, it's random at the start of the game, but I think we've pushed him to that echelon. He's going to be a top player. But we've got him for another year, so let's enjoy him while we have him. Might not be forever. When he goes back, I assure you, we are 7th. And if you've noticed, and I have just noticed, it's coloured in. Maybe there's another space opened up. Is this a chance for us to get to the Conference League? I don't know. We'll see. But you've got to try and hold on to this win. Herrera has just bodied someone there. Devin Wrench, Trinchao. Oh, Trincao. They've got some team going on. Dia or Bulai Dia. 1-1. Either way, I always talk too soon looking at the league table. Don't worry about that. Let's try and get the job done first. Pedro Marquez and Pereira on straight away in reply to that goal. Got a better goal difference than LA though. We'll be battling out for them. Or with them, sorry. They've got an interesting team, haven't they? Estupiñán still being there, very good. Trigueros, Parejo, they have a good team. Jeremy Pino is a great player on FM. I recommend you pick him up if you haven't used him before. Fantastic prospect. Oh, good save, Bellman. Made it look easy. Joey's knackered. I'm not going to bring him off. There's no point. One of our best players. I've just spent half the episode building him up. Galvez heads away. No one there. Where was Wilfred? Usually he sits more central for a break like that. Different French. Pereira into the box. Galvez heads away. Oriana. Oh, they are probably putting us through the ringer now, aren't they? All the way, boys. Pereira. Well, oh, don't. That's not a penalty, obviously. It's outside the box. You'd have to have cataracts to say that's a penalty. Would you be a penalty? Honestly, this whole episode I've been wrong. Last 3 episodes I've called everything. Oh, shock. Honestly. Fine. Bring on Redan. The bench is calling for it. We'll do it. Don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. I'm pretty sure the game wraps up now. We've given them a game, though. We've definitely given them a game. So it's something to be proud of. Not a win in this episode, which is sad, but we're definitely establishing our mid-tableness. This is very mid-table form. A couple of wins off camera. Good wins, but against weaker opposition. We played a bit higher opposition here, and we haven't done as well. But either way, it is what we're in 8th. We're where we was when we started the episode. We're 2 points off that 7th place, which seems to have become a place in Europe. It looks like. I don't really know how those things work, obviously. But we'll see, won't we? Either way, next episode, what do we have? What is in store for us? Sporting Sevilla Betis. So we've got both sides of Seville again, and Real Sporting away. Might play the Sporting game. I tend to, I want to talk quite a lot at the end of the season. We'll see our budget, which is exciting. Might look at a few players as soon as we get that budget, like I don't know, and then just like an end of season review. It's been a long episode, so I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you like. Let me know how your day's been. As I said earlier, sorry, beg pardon. And I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's been nice to be back with you. See you for the next one.